Julio, ¿por qué no me contestas? Ya van más de 3 meses que no sé nada de ti. No me llamas, no nada. Te voy a marcar más tarde. Tengo una noticia que darte. ¿Me contestas, Bye.
Monster, are you thinking of Daddy? I know, he'll be home soon. Hopefully. Who's a good girl? Oh my God, it's so good to hear from you. I had like the weirdest dream. There was magazines, I'm working, so I'm like cutting out things, and something about pages, the pages were after me, and they wouldn't let me get to you, and I was missing you, and I was trying to get to you, but the paper, just paper, was keeping us apart. All right, guys, we've got stuff to talk about. Get your beverages, get settled in. We're gonna talk Distancias.
What a time to reflect during the pandemic, you know. It's like you've been for so long inside of your house, spending so much time. You're like, oh my God, this is like I'm doing the biggest sacrifice. And you know, the thing about family, us as Latinos, family has always been like a very important thing in our lives. Like, we treasure it. It's like, I'll do anything for my family. And, I work with a lot of Latinx patients. And when I talk to them, there's always this thing about family and bonding all together. And they're like getting together all the time with the extended family that they have here, cousins, aunts, uncles, that they do whatever in order for them to be okay. I forgot what I was talking about.
After such a long wait and anticipation, you are about to experience the experience. You haven't seen him, but like Jesus, you have listened to him and followed his teachings. It is the time for the unveiling of our leader, Q-Tip.
To see his face, you must say it with me 3 times. Do your research! Do your research! Do your research! Do your research! Hello, Q-tippers, and welcome to my channel. Finally, we meet each other. Well, at least you meet me because I've been seeing you. Today, we're going to be talking about life's mysteries and some facts about the times we live in. And we will start in 3, 2, 1. Do your research. As you all know, the coronavirus has been a hoax since the earth has been flat. And the great Christopher Columbus discovered Africa after defeating the Chinese Empire. Right now, we are being deprived from our freedom, the freedom to breathe and to congregate. And I don't know about you all, but I miss going to church and spreading the love with you all. I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional. Can you cut? One of the tools that the experts are using to test people is this. Yes, the symbol of our unity is being used from the libertards from the left to distract people from the truth. Now, it has been proved that when they insert this Q-tip through the nostril, they are deleting your brain from the truth and inserting a chip that will make you believe that racism and white supremacy exist in America. Now, to finish this episode, we will move to the last segment of the program.
Lesson of the day.
Today, we will take a look at this video that just became viral. This is the story of Edgar and Jesus. Now, let's take a look.
No, güey. Vas a caer, dale. Ahí, ándale. No, güey, no. No pasa nada. No, güey. Está sucio, está sucio. No, güey. ¡Ya, güey! ¡Pinche pendejo, güey! ¡Ya! ¡Pinche vato, güey!
Let's stop it right there. You see here, Edgar, the big fella with the red shirt and the number 83 that we all know is the number of Satan, is trying to cross the border to America while carrying a dangerous weapon. Jesus, on the other side, is standing his ground and defending his constitutional right to self-defense, but most important, defending America, just like the Bible says.
Nada, güey, pinche vato, ya, güey. Ya, güey, por favor, idiota.
Ah, te bañaste.
Ya me dejo, idiota.
We need more patriots like Jesus. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking the button. And tune in next week. We will bring the proof that Elvis is still alive. I love you all. And remember, do your research.
Jesus was white. Jesus was white. Just like the Bible says. Says. Bible. Jesus was white. The Bible. The Bible. Just like Jesus was white. Says. Jesus was white. Jesus was white. Just like the Bible says. Says. Jesus was white. Jesus was white. Jesus was white. Just like the Bible says. Bible. Jesus was white. Just like Jesus was white. The Bible. The Bible, just like.
What a process. You know, I love that we're being forced to think about this process of like making it look interesting and playing with media in a different way. Because when would we ever do that?
Right. Like now I'm not afraid to actually create digital content videos for Instagram, for example. Which before I was like, no, I need to come and be super diligent and do this. That will take me so much time, so I didn't do it.
Right.
But now seeing, you know, how you create this conversation with the medium and learn.
Welcome everyone to my channel! Today we're going to be talking about the glutes. The glutes is like the biggest muscle of the body. So that means that when you strengthen your glutes, you are burning more and more and more calories. Alright, so follow me.
Remember, all the exercise that you can do in my training, you can do from home with sneakers, without sneakers, with socks, however you want, in the comfort of your own home. So now you have a couch, right? You can use a couch, you can use a chair, anything that you use at home to sit. Now you're gonna try, right? You're gonna come and arrive. Be like, oh, the game is playing, and then, oh, stop. You gotta stop right there because you gotta think, the couch is lava. The couch is lava, so you gotta enjoy the game. Oh, you're gonna go grab some chips, but extend all the way down and up, all the way down and up. The couch is lava. Ooh, oh, it's burning. Ooh, oh, it's burning. You gotta do it, you gotta break through. The last exercise today, you're gonna use the staircase. It will be easy. Don't think about the difficulties. You gotta break through. You gotta put it in your mind and it will be possible. So you're gonna go at the bottom of the staircase, right? And you're gonna be in all fours and then start climbing the staircase. But while you do it, you gotta twerk. You gotta twerk. You gotta twerk, 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 twerk. Remember, don't sweat. Twerk, don't sweat. Twerk, everything is in your mind. Everything is in your mind. Everything is in your mind. You will do that for 20 times per day. Thank you. I'll see you next week. Have a great day.
To censorship, to sexual, oppression, to the kind of prejudice that say, for instance, the gay community has to deal with. I think that minorities needed somebody who's popular that people looked up to step forward and say, this is okay. It's okay to feel this way. It's okay to be this way. It's okay to have sexual fantasies. It's okay to be gay. It's okay to be bisexual. It's okay to be all of these things, because when we are constantly told to be ashamed of our feelings, then everyone's living a lie, and this feeling manifests itself in very unhealthy ways. And I don't think that's good.
2002 dream number 3. In my dream, I was dating a writer from Vanity Fair. He was gorgeous, obviously, a kind of upstanding man from a family like the Kennedys. He was very JFK Jr. Madonna was coming over to my house to visit us. When she arrived at the front gate of my apartment building, she thought the whole property was mine. She started knocking on random doors, thinking they were different bedrooms in my home, looking for me. When she finally got to my apartment, I opened the door, and all of a sudden, my apartment was huge. And all the rooms only had 3 walls, like a stage with set pieces sprawling everywhere. We walked through the rooms, which were all crooked and kind of rickety, until we came to this big, airy space. I sat next to my boyfriend on this ripped red Victorian couch. Madonna sat in this old velvet chair. She looked very regal. I started talking really filthy F-bombs and sexual innuendo, and my boyfriend stopped me and asked, "My God, were you raised by sailors?" Before I could answer, Madonna replied, "No, she was raised by me." Madonna and I laughed so hard that I woke up giggling all to myself.
Oh, I just think that it shows how ignorant people are and how people aren't really listening to what I have to say. Because what I'm saying is that you should feel comfortable with your sexuality and that you shouldn't be ashamed of it.
A lot. For me, I think the hardest part was performing and filming. Like, it was just so fucking hard to be able to because I'm so used to I really wanted to find a way to move the camera. Like if I was skateboarding, like if I was skating and filming a video, that's the way that I wanted. But I was like, I don't know anybody that skateboards around town. I don't know anybody that watches skate videos like I do. So I was like, how am I going to be able to recreate what I'm seeing in my head without teaching people? And how do you do it? How do you go for the image that you're looking for, but also having to perform in it? So that was a big, big challenge. And
right, because you want somebody to pan the shot with you. You want somebody to move with you. Yeah, I think that's the weirdest part. But maybe that's the most theater part about it. Because when you're in a theater,
Yep.
right? I mean, you're confined to a space. You perform in an area. You've got blocking.
Yes.
So maybe those moments where you want the camera to move, you just don't get them. But you've got to figure out how to still give that feeling of movement with your body or with the what blocking or whatever.
Yeah. Yes.
Here I go again on a trip to your arms, falling deep under your rapture. You have captured me, and I grito with much excitement. Stop and wonder why you are here. Here I go, this time holding on for dear life, trying not to let go as you arrest me. I am under attack. I bite my lip and pretend I cannot bear it. Here I go, once more begging for air, trying to escape the warmth that comes closer. I'm afraid and you know it, so you hold my hand. Con amor, here I go, over and over, begging you to stop, begging you to go, begging for love and my need to be filled. Ay, me duele, too good to be true. Here I go again.
I was wrong. I was happy with the things I said. Been so long since I actually tried to use my head. Felt so right. Now I can't go back to my own bed. Realize there's no home for me. Slept in bed. Woke up early and I felt like hell. Smelled my clothes. Cigarette smoke and a pound of flesh. Chewing glass. Losing the one thing I thought I had. Realize there's no home for me. I was wrong. I was happy with the things I said. Been so long since I actually tried to use my head. Felt so right. Now I can't go back to my own bed. I was wrong. I was happy with the things I said.
Oh, that one hurt. Oh, that one fucking hurt. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Do you guys find yourselves calling your family more, like now since the pandemic started?
Earlier. It's changed now. You know?
It's been a year.
At the beginning, yeah, I think I called my mom probably more, and then I found myself reaching out through like text more. Just like literally like daily. I'd be like, hey, how are y'all doing today? Is everybody okay? You know, that's like daily I was doing it. And it made me feel better, but I wasn't. And then I started feeling bad because I wasn't getting a lot of response after a while. They were just like, oh, there's another text. Because I suddenly became spam, I think.
With Donald Trump.
January 6th will live as a day of infamy in the history of the United States of America. The failure to convict Donald Trump will live as a vote of infamy in the history.
Well, the vaccine cannot come fast enough as the U.S. is dealing with the worst pandemic in a century. Take a look at this graphic showing the single deadliest days in American history. 3 days from this week alone are near the top of this list, with 3 additional days from last week. COVID has killed more people in one day than the number of people killed on D-Day and at Pearl Harbor. Let that sink in. And it is only expected to get worse from here. NBC's Megan Fitzgerald is in Los Angeles with more on that. Megan, good morning.
Kristen, good morning to you. With the promise of that new vaccine, there is a lot of hope. But public health officials are urging people not to write off these dire warnings, saying at no point in the pandemic has the risk of getting sick.
The number of Americans filing for unemployment has surged to nearly 1 million claims in the first week of 2021. According to the Labor Department, about 965,000 people applied for unemployment in the week ending January 9th. That is over 181,000 more than the week's previous claims. These are the highest claims we've seen since August, and it's because the coronavirus pandemic is causing businesses to lay off workers. For the latest, I want to bring in Lord.
While our nation's top doctor hopes eager audiences can return to theaters this fall.
Is there a scenario you see where theaters could safely reopen sooner? Is there anything theaters can do?
We've got to make sure that people get vaccinated.
Arts institutions are bringing their shows into our homes.
We had to really embark upon a seismic shift in what we were doing and how we were conveying music to our audiences.
Even though we felt the absence of the audience, and they are really our kind of our lifeblood when we're up there on stage, our inspiration, it was this feeling of release.
We can't afford not to This is how we can stay connected with our audiences.
Musical producer Kenny Wax knows better than most how badly performing arts have suffered in the pandemic. His musical Six was due to open on Broadway in March, but was canceled on opening night due to the shutdown. Across the world, the show must and will go on, if only from our living rooms.
Well, the vaccine cannot come fast enough as the U.S. is dealing with the worst pandemic in a century. Take a look at this graphic showing the single
we had an
deadliest
election
days in American
that was
history.
stolen
3 days
from us. It was a landslide election, and everyone knows it, especially the other side. But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to
Guys, I edit that little piece of the end of my super long ass piece. Do you want to see it?
Yeah. What little piece at the end?
Do you remember towards the end that I wanted to create a build up before the shower, before the tub?
Oh, yeah. Tell me. Let's see.
Does it work?
So you added that, like, those black beats, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, play it one more time. I want to. Oh, no, go!
Okay.
Don't change it. I love it. I think it's great. The first blackouts, honestly, my brain thought, oh, those must have been there before. Like it was just, and it was nice because it's like just a little breath, and then as they start flashing, it feels like someone coming out of a dream. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like you're starting to get clarity, and you're starting to forget what you were dreaming about, and it's just like, yeah, it's great, really, really good.
It's phenomenal, man.
Sorry, I forgot all about your tutoring session.
Well, it's okay. We were just finishing.
Hi, Blanche. You look pretty. So what are y'all doing?
Oh, well, we just finished algebra.
Why do I have to learn algebra?
Because I had to learn how to teach it. And now I'm just checking the grammar in Mario's story for his English class. This is really terrific.
It's not terrific. It's just okay.
It is much better than okay. Blanche, I want you to listen.
Don't read it. You're going to embarrass me.
All right, I'll just read it from there to there, okay?
If you only read it from there to there, you'll miss the spirit of the whole piece. Take it from here.
The very first night he was in America, his uncle took him to a movie. He felt more excited than he ever had in his whole life watching that movie because of the feeling he got sitting in that theater with all those other people, laughing together, getting scared together. He felt like those people were his friends. To him, that feeling was the feeling of living in America. In America, you always felt like you were among friends.
Mario, that's just beautiful. You should hear it when I read it. Hi, Rose. Oh, hi, Mario. How about a nice snack? Sure, I'm starving. How about a nice herring salad sandwich on raisin bread? Oh, wow. I'm going to miss my bus. That bus doesn't leave.
Yes? Dorothy Zbornak? Yes?
My name is Bert Nesbitt. I'm looking for Mario Sanchez. The school said he might be here.
Yes, is something wrong?
I'm with the Immigration and Naturalization Service. We have reason to believe that Mario is in this country illegally. Mario, afraid you'll have to come with me.
Hello, today I'm going to show you my plants. This one, I call it Fluffy, because as you can see, it's very extroverted. Sometimes she kicks back when I put more water than what she needs.
Are you French?
No. What type of question is that? This one has been very naughty. I call it the Death Star for being such an inanimate rebel full of betrayal. You see it here. It has already been 3 divorces. No, I'm not French. This one here is small but beautiful. I call it Sparky because she's my twinkle twinkle little star. What? This one, I call it a Cardi C because as you can see, it's always showing his tongue. Mon Dieu. You see, this one is one of my favorites because it's one of the oldest ones. This one has been very, very naughty. As you can see, it's missing some of the leaves at the bottom, and that's because I caught her having sex with my dog. I call her Giuliani.
Do you think that we've
So Distancias.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Do you think that we've responded to what Distancias means? Do you think that our pieces respond to it?
But yeah, I think so. It's just that okay, Distancias, right? Like, what does it mean, right? For me, it means, you know, it's a space in between A and B, you know, and right now we're distant from each other, guys. I wish I could hug you. I mean, my Geo lives with me, right? But you know, I can be there with you, close with you, and we can't. So we're not just talking about distancias as a length, but also as our distancias with technology.
The other day, I was thinking that like the three of us never said, all right, let's put on our masks, let's meet in this place, and let's perform this scene. Right. And I was thinking about that and I thought, yes, it's good. I think that's really good that we performed alone because that's the feeling of Distancias. It's like this loneliness. It's like having to do everything on your own, having to...
This is recording. This is going live. How do I look?
Right.
Yes. What you're saying, yes.
I love this guy.
Welcome everyone to my channel. Today we're gonna be talking about the glutes.
I can do this.
The glutes is like the biggest muscle of the body. Remember, all the exercise that you can do in my training, you can do from home with sneakers, without sneakers, with socks, however you want, in the comfort of your own home. So now you have a couch, right? You can use a couch, you can use a chair, anything that you use at home to sit. Now you're gonna try, right? You're gonna come and arrive and be like, oh, the game is playing, and then stop. You gotta stop right there because you gotta think. The couch is lava. The couch is lava. The couch is lava. Oh, it's burning. Oh, it's burning. You gotta do it. You gotta break through. The couch is lava.
I have that spreadsheet right here.
The couch is lava.
Huh?
The couch is lava.
Like I don't know, like I think when we started this whole thing, I was in a pretty dark place. Still am, like most people are, right? So I think that's what like the pandemic and this distance did for me and a lot of people that I've talked to. So I was like, how do I represent this? And then I was like, it's in Spanish, so like what's my experience with distance in that regard, you know? And like a good portion of my family is undocumented, so growing up I got to see like what that did to them, you know, like when they were here and they weren't able to go back I feel like the pandemic has done that to a lot of people now, where they can't go to a place, they can't go back home if they're from somewhere else. You know, you can't travel, and I feel like that's been the experience that I've grown up with most of my life. So I originally I wanted to create this character who couldn't go back home.
Damn, it's very the thing with this distancias, the distance is it's kind of deep. It's super deep. Because everyone copes with it in a different way, and you know, it's so diverse in so many ways. And I think that theater should be about shortening the distance between humans.
Right.
I mean, right now it doesn't make sense because we're in a pandemic and we have to be careful. But eventually, connecting humans with their own selves, you know, with the feelings that they're feeling when they're watching this, for example, a play, a theater play.